Hey guys, today we are going to be reviewing that Fire 7 that I unboxed almost a month ago, and I have been hands-on with it for a little while now. But for right now, let's go ahead and dive into what we got here. But first off, let me say this. I am sorry, I did say I was going to do the HP Stream 11 next, but that will be coming up soon. I actually couldn't find one on eBay as soon as I would liked. So, just in the works trying to find it, so see how it goes, see where it lands. But for now, back to the Fire 7. Trust me, this thing I've actually been using for about a month now, and as you can tell, I've kind of customized it. There's a few things here and there. It comes pretty well standard, like it pretty much comes set to you once you come out of the box, so it's quite nice and quite user-friendly, but it does have its flaws. One being the fact that that 1 GB worth of RAM does actually come into play a lot, and to do a simple thing as such as open a browser takes not the longest, but trying to refresh a page just simply on a heater hose is also going to be pretty responsive, but from my experience overall using it wasn't that great, but now for some odd reason it's wanting to work very, very well. But when I was using it before, it was not functioning the best. But then again, this is a glorified e-reader that does happen to have an app store along with it. And speaking of the app store, it is actually not the best thing that I thought it was. I remember back in the day when I had a Fire before, I actually had, this is my third one I've had. I've actually had several generations worth of it, and this is the first one that's actually impressed me enough to keep it, and for 30 bucks, can't complain. But the fact of the matter is the App Store is very limited. Right when you go to the App Store, you are going to have a very, 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 very small setup, and it takes no time at all to notice that, wait, all these top games have been out on other consoles and things for a long time, and it's not that updated, and it's not that up to date with modern stuff. I mean, you have a ton of apps to choose from though, so if you guys aren't picky and you guys don't mind missing out on stuff like Clash of Clans or games such as that were big back in the day, which I think are kind of smaller now, go ahead and buy this. You're going to have a plethora worth of apps to go through. You have Netflix, you have your browsers, you have everything you pretty much need, but overall, App Store, it's going to get a 5 out of 10 for me because it is lacking apps that I personally use all the time game-wise and just purely for recording and all that sake. Next, let's go to this fun thing called the camera. Yeah, trust me, it ends just about there. Rocking a 0.3 megapixel front camera, it's not going to be the best, and trust me guys, just trying to record things around, you can see it on the thing itself, it's going to be clear enough for about a video chat, but that's about it. You really wouldn't want it for anything else. Right now I'm just recording on my Pixel XL, and it's rocking a 8 megapixel front camera, which honestly is an amazing front camera, and it's so clean, so crisp, so clear that you don't even have any issues seeing me. Coloration's good and all that. But then on the back, you only have a 1 megapixel camera on the back, so no, my bad, a 2 megapixel camera on the back, which does upgrade a little bit, but not substantially enough to actually make a difference. So trust me, camera, don't buy it for that if that's what you're really looking for. But alright guys, let's go to the thing that it's actually really known for, which would be its books. And trust me, let's just go to a free book that I got, because Amazon gives you free books for Prime every single time you do it, and look at that, people. I've been clicking on that book for a few times now, so let's go see what's going on here. Alright, so let's just go to the new Oxford Dictionary, because it seems to be loading. Oh, whoa, that loaded very fast. Now can I move you? Oh, there we go. It had a lag. Don't worry, that's common with this thing. But overall, when you're reading, seems to be very fluent, very efficient, very flip, 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 flip. Yeah, it's not struggling to keep up with me, so A+ on the book, A+ on the e-reader. There we go. And overall, guys, at the end of the day, you're going to get a pretty good stereo. You're going to get a pretty good sound quality, so let's just go ahead and go into a little Amazon video right here and go see what we actually get and see how those speakers actually hold up if it ever wants to load one of these days, you know. I know I have a few apps open, so that 1 GB is actually going to fill it quite quickly, but let's just resume whatever episode I was in and let's just dive in. As you guys can tell, that was maxed out stereo, that was maxed out screen, that was maxed out everything, and this thing can only rock up to a 620p screen, so it's not even gonna, or 600 pixel screen, my bad, so it can't even reach 720 resolution, but still, it looks pretty clean, it looks pretty crisp, it looks very appealing to the eye still, even though it does low resolutions. But trust me, if you're doing this to game, or doing this to do anything specific, or anything nice, anything fancy, not for you. But if you're here just to read a book, get your textbooks on here. I know it's back to school time. If you want to just get your textbooks on this thing, I know Amazon has a great system through their Amazon Books Kindle itself. I know you can get your digital books for a decent price. I know personally my book is very cheap on Amazon Kindle right now. So trust me, if you're doing for textbooks, it's your casual reading, pick it up. $50 is a great deal. I got it for $30 on Prime Day, and sometimes they'll bring it down to $40. It just all depends on what time you're buying. But guys, go pick this up. It is totally worth your time, totally worth your money. Apps are a little limited, but you kind of get used to it. There's a browser. You can almost reach anything you need to on the browser itself. But alright guys, that is my opinion. This is my thoughts on this Kindle Fire 7. It is a great device for the price. Trust me, you won't regret picking one of these things up.